I'm lucky today. I've got Mike here with you. Mike, please introduce who you are, what your work company is, and where are you located?
My name's Mike Gidich. I own MDG Maintenance Handyman Services. We're here in Lorain, Ohio, just outside of Cleveland, and that's it.
Why don't you share, how you took over, as far as the doubts that we all have about, is this thing going to really fix me? What caused you to move? What were your hesitations? And what is your overall experience with the program?
So, as I had started growing this over the past couple of years, it was pure chaos, and I felt like I was running around in a tornado, putting out fires every day, and I didn't know where to turn. So I got Matt, my operations manager, which you met, and we started working together, and we started to try to create some sort of process. We knew that we needed a process, right? But we didn't know what that was. So we tried creating some sort of processes. I mean, it works for all the fast food companies and all these big corporations, but we tried, and they sat on a shelf dusty, fell on deaf ears, and it was kind of like, yeah, no big deal. So we found you through Tommy Mello, and I'd been following him, Home Service Millionaire and things. So we looked into it. To go back and forth on it was pretty quick for us. We decided we had to make a decision, and there's an upfront investment, but I promise anyone who's listening that upfront investment will be paid for. It's merely a loan to yourself, because that money will come back 10 times over. It's the manuals are essentially free to me. And kind of when you talked about that, you had invested how much you invested into the manuals initially, the 150,000. It's pennies for guys like us because you've already paved the way. It was a no-brainer, and we hit click and decided that we were going to commit to it and take the action to do it. And oh my God, I'm so glad we did. So such a life-changing experience for both of us, and just our guys, Al, our team here. One of our younger techs was having kind of a hard time. Once we got these manuals rolled out, he came in and thanked us. And I was like, wow, it was powerful. I actually was just kind of taken away. And he said, thank you for just laying this out for us and giving us what's expected. Now it's clear cut. So
That's such a great point, because, I always tell people I was in New York City union shop. And when you think it's going to be hard to get it rolled out outside of Cleveland, Ohio, to your shop, it's kind of funny. But what I think, Mike, you can speak to is, I always tell people it's not just the words on the page, it's what to put in, what to leave out, the tone. And I'm so glad that young person saw that instead of being judged subjectively, they were objectively. So share with us, how has that changed the culture, if you will?
hugely. Yeah. It's now there's no question. And you don't realize, I guess, on this end that you're doing that. You're trying just to make things operate. You're firing out emails, and they're overwhelmed and kind of ignoring those things. So once you get it clear cut, and the biggest thing is the process of how, through your program that I love is bringing it online. The rollout speech, man, that was perfect. The kind of the beta speech, because we have, 10, 11, 12, 13 guys, whatever we had at the time we rolled it out. To be able to bring one of our guys that we knew would really capture this and let him, kind of roll through it first to help us out. And just, it's all laid out, which is amazing. And rolling it out was also easy because of this. Like I said, the speech was the big thing, and getting the guys involved with rolling them out. Your process is so easy if you follow the videos and just the step guide. I mean, you handled everything. It was perfect. You just have to commit to doing it, and the realistic expectations on our end too. Okay, this is going to take you a couple months. This isn't going to happen tomorrow. But I look back at that time period, which isn't that long ago, and I'm like, oh my God, what were we doing? The fires are still there here and there, but they're nothing. They're so minimal, they don't even really exist anymore. And it's getting better as we're growing with some of the other things that you provide also.
That is great. And I so appreciate your willingness to share. And it's really important that others find out. So what would you tell them in a wrap up here? What should they do next?
What they should do is go to Power 7 and look at it and hit click and accept, because it will change your life. You can't afford not to. It will pay for itself. your people will thank you, and you'll thank yourself. You'll go home so much less stressed. My phone rings a fraction of the time at night. In fact, I put my phone down all weekend, this weekend, and I came back and I had no missed calls. I can't believe it, when there was, 30, 40, 50 a day on stupid things. Just everything. It's just truly amazing. It's awesome.
That is so great. Thank you again for taking time to help, share with others to take that step forward. Thank you so much, Mike. I really appreciate everything you've done and everything. I'm excited to see what you guys do going forward.
Yeah, me too. Thank you so much. This is obviously going to be a big part of our next step and our next growth, and I look forward to the next chapter. Thank you again.